Hello, hello. Perfect.
Welcome back. Today I want to talk about green flags and Asian American relationships. I once read that red flags just look like flags when you have rose-colored glasses on. I actually just saw that on BoJack Horseman. We tend to talk about red flags a lot while we're talking about dating. With your friends, you're saying, oh, X, Y, and Z, if this person has a red flag, and if they have 3 red flags, then I'm gonna stop talking to them. While it is probably true that red flags are harder to pick up in the beginning, but as a strength-based therapist, I'm all about identifying the green flags while we're looking for a potential quality partner. So here are 3 green flags that might especially resonate with the Asian community. Number 1, your partner has similar boundaries with their families. We know that everyone's positioned a little bit differently within their family members. Whether you're the golden child or the only child, you might have a lot of different siblings, or you completely cut off ties with the entire family. It is important to be on the same page about family communication as your partner. There needs to be a mutual understanding of what the action plan is if the other person's family member's caller ID shows up on your phone. Are you both invested and expected to go to each other's family parties and gatherings? If so, that is completely awesome. But you might not want to spend your entire afternoon with your cousins, second cousins, best friends, baby sisters, baby shower, which is like an hour away, because I found myself in those predicaments too. And without having those conversations in the beginning, I was really stuck between like, oh, do I really want to go or do I really have to go? What matters is these expectations and boundaries are communicated ahead of time so that both parties are on the same page about their duty and obligations. And this brings me to my second green flag, that is empathy over codependency. Codependency can be described as trying to take your own temperature by inserting the thermometer into someone else's mouth. It feels all warm and fuzzy when somebody is able to empathize with how you feel, but once the message becomes, I can't be okay with myself unless you are okay with me, then there is a codependency problem. And dating someone whose entire well-being hinges on your support really puts a lot of pressure on the relationship. And being part of a collective culture means that we are often setting emotional boundaries with people that are closest to us. So if your partner has a good grasp on their sense of self, both in the relationship and out of the relationship, that can be a sign of someone who is able to give empathetically. So for an example, if you are upset and your partner is able to encourage you and sit with you without having their day compromised because you're upset, that is a green flag for empathy. And my final green flag for Asian American relationships is a combination of gratitude and open-mindedness. Special traditions will always be a part of our cultural heritage, and that is a beautiful thing. Back in the day, it might have been acceptable to come home after a long day of work, prop my feet up on the coffee table, and crack seeds while watching Cantonese dramas, but there are certain archetypes of behavior that are now due for an update. I would for sure get slapped if I tried this today. When a partner is able to demonstrate appreciation for the sacrifices that have empowered them over the years, while also being open-minded for alternative possibilities in the future, that can also be a big green flag for maturity. So whether you choose to be the primary provider because that was your dad's role, or you decide to take a whole entirely different path, it matters more that you have the reasoning behind your decision and that you're able to have an open dialogue with your partner. And it all comes down to communicating expectations with your partner. And we often see friends and family members end one relationship only to repeat the same patterns and habits with a new person, not realizing the message that they're communicating has not changed just because it's with someone new. And I always encourage people to reach out to a therapist and engage in all the other ways that bring a closer relationship to yourself. By leveraging time, experience, and our own expectations, we are more equipped to remove those rose-colored lenses in favor of recognizing green flags and potential partners. Thanks again for checking out this video. If you like the content, please like and subscribe. I try to produce more content about physical health, mental health, and overall wellness. Thanks again, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.